Welcome to another time here in the upper room, another time to pray. Thanks for coming. Glad to have you here. Uh, we've been sharing, doing a study through the book of Daniel, leading ourselves in a place of prayer. So we're just going to continue on that same line this morning. And yesterday we looked at Daniel chapter 1, verse 17. Today we'll go on to Daniel chapter 1, verse 18. And it talks about that now at the end of the days, when the king had said that they should be brought in, the chief of the eunuchs brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. I mean, first thing that hits me is the fact that at the end of the days, right, in verse 5 of Daniel chapter 1, we saw that the king had appointed 5 years for the training that they were supposed to go through. Right, so that 5 years came to an end, and at the end of that 5 years, they were brought in, right, to the king, right, to be assessed, as it were, of the training that they had gone through, right. And the key thing that comes to mind for me is the fact that their training was not forever; it was for an appointed time. It was for 5 years, and after that 5 years had expired, there was a need for them to move on to the next thing. There was a need to be the end of the training and a need to graduate and go to do the assignment that was put before them. And key thing that comes to my mind as I look at that is just a reminder of our own time here on earth, right? It's limited, right? This is not the part that is immortality. This side is the mortality part. There's an appointed time to be born. There's another appointed time to die, right? Each of us have an appointed number of days for being here. We're not here forever. We're not here forever. There's a time to be born. There's a time to be a child. There's a time to be a preteen. There's a time to be a teen. There's a time to be a young adult. There's a time to grow. There's a time to be an old person, as it were. There's a time to retire, right? And there's a time to be grannies and all of that. And there's a time to die, right? And not everybody even has those appointed times. Some people die at childbirth. Some people die pre-teen. Some people die at teens. Some people die young adults, right? We all have a certain appointed time for being here. And that appointed time is not the same for every one of us. It's different for different people, right? So we cannot afford to do the mistake of looking at other people's time, because what the time that's appointed for A is not the same as the time appointed for B. We all, even those that are born the same day, even twins don't necessarily die the same day, right? So there's a need to live with that reality, that consciousness of the fact that we are here not forever. We're here for a certain number of days. And when that day is expired, right, we will be called home, right? We will be called home. And the Bible says that it is appointed unto man once to die, and their judgment, right? We will be assessed for the time we spent here, right? Our time we spent here will be assessed whether it was worthwhile or not, whether we achieved the reason of our existence, our reason of being here or not, right? So, and we don't know how long it takes for us to achieve that, right? So it's important then that we live every day, making the best of every day, because we don't know the total time that we have. Because every day we use, we don't know how much we have left, right? So it's just a reminder for us just to remember that here is mortality, it's not immortality. And the duty beckons on us that will make the ample use of what we have and not waste time, because that's what life is made of. To waste time is to waste our life, right? If our life is precious to us, then we need to make the best use of the time that we have, right?